Hey there, welcome to the Lose the Mirror channel. Welcome to your love guidance for the week ahead, collective. I did a love guidance pick a card, but it was off the rails. Like, the messages that were coming out were so wild that I don't think I want to publish it. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know, I'm still thinking about it, but I had to come and just do this to like cleanse my energy of that craziness that was that pick a card. Okay, well, love guidance for the week. We have the Four of Swords, cool. Three of Cups, cool. And the Page of Wands, all in the upright. In the reverse, we have the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Your love guidance has a lot of swords in it, my friend. And most of them are in the reverse. I feel like you're fighting saying something or not saying something. I feel like for some of you, you don't even know what to say. Like, there's just a bit of maybe a restless energy around speaking and thinking, and I was gonna say ovulating. Just like, what is that word that starts with an O that sounds like ovulating? But it's like you're oscillating. There you go. I have a master's. You're oscillating between certain ideas, certain thoughts, certain energies, and they happen like latently in your head, but also at the forefront of your head, and the ideas keep sort of changing and shifting, and they're just up, they're awake, and you want to put them to bed, you want to put them down, but like, nah, they're not going down. Overall, I feel like you're someone who is an action taker. You want to take action in your love life. It's just when your thoughts are not aligned, you may not know what actions to take, but you do want to take action. I don't think you like discord. If you've been in discord or disconnect with someone, separation with someone, you don't want there to be. You want to come together and you want to do something to make it come together. But at the same time, like, what do you really do? A part of you is like, nah, I should leave it. Another part of you is like, nah, we should go. Like, what are you really gonna do about that? So that's nice. Wow. You want to be happy, and I feel like your happiness, you think, lies in figuring out this situation between you and this person, or figure out the situation between you and like this love energy. Like, that's what's going to make you happy. That's what's going to help you relax. That's going to move things forward. And that's going to at least open you up to like desiring new things, the next thing, and think differently about what it is that you want, and like, and the like. But I feel like it'll only give you, I feel like, you know, you're intelligent enough, emotionally intelligent enough to know that it'll only give you so much. And for some of you who may not know that, reconciling with this person or being back in reconnection with this person will only give you so much. It may not give you your full thing that you want. I think you're trying to figure out like what it is that you do want ultimately, and what are you willing to do to get what you want. And really, like, what do you want? You know, what do you really want what is your desired outcome in this situation between you and this other energy? Because this looks like, with the 3 of Cups here, I'm sorry for my singles, baby. I don't know how your lovely guidance is. You're maybe that this is calling out some type of former type dynamic with somebody that, you know, you've been dealing with or something, or used to deal with. You're trying to make a decision here on what to do, because again, you want to move forward, you want to move, you want to send a message, like you want to have a message, you want to reconnect, you do. It's just, I don't know, at what cost? Not even at what cost, just, yeah, I guess at what cost in some way, but what are you even going to say? I think for some of you, it's almost like, okay, what am I going to say? Or if this person does reach out, like, what is the best thing to say? How are things going to go? What is all that type of stuff? I think you're hoping that this thing will be ideal, right? Like, you're hoping it's going to be ideal. You're hoping that this thing is going to sweep you off your feet, say all the things, do all the things, and like win you over. That's what you're hoping for, but I think deep down, or not so deep down, you don't want to act prematurely before it's ready. And that's why, I don't know, for some of you, you're waiting and can't communicate, and others of you, I mean, most of you, you do want to say something, but you also don't want to stop the process of potentially getting what you want. And for some of you, you think getting what you want lies in like the process of how this is going, or how it needs to go. The judgment here is about letting past experiences and intuition inform your future choices. And so this is you as well. Like, you want this situation to be resolved and renewed, but then you're also weighing against what you know, what you've been through, and what you believe, and what you desire, and like, what is the right choice? What is the decision that, what is the judgment call? What is the road to take at this crossroad? And with the strength in reverse, it's difficult to make a move when the strength is in reverse. Page of Cups in reverse tells me you're aware of what the judgment is asking you to do. You're aware of the choice it needs to make, or you're aware of it for the entity, person, energy, ideal that you're dealing with, but you believe it may not be ready. Okay, so then what's the guidance here? What is the way forward for the highest good and the highest good of all involved here? It's gonna be complicated. Yeah, man, these two stay following each other, hey? They stay following each other. Wow. The guidance here, if that situation is what sort of makes sense, that dance in your head over what to do, and even with the strength here in reverse, that sense of powerlessness in the situation because you don't know what to do. Like, you don't know what the best choice is. This Queen of Swords in reverse just being like, I don't know what to do, actually. I don't know, given my experience, I don't know which way is the right way. And so I want to abdicate my ability to choose and have this other entity choose for me, or have them lead the way. Is what's kind of showing up here with that Queen of Swords. So we have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, and the Justice. The Justice, oddly enough, definitely relates to this Ace of Swords, in that the Justice does have the sword of judgment and truth and the scales of balance and virtue. This choice in this case isn't easy. I think your desires for something pure, a pure outcome, are good, but you obviously also still have your human desires of wanting what it is that you want. The Four of Wands in reverse is instability. The Six of Cups, instability. Queen of Swords, instability. Justice is here, but she has, or he has, a bloody sword, broken, bloody plates, and justice has been handled. It just has been handled in a way that wasn't ideal. I think the Queen of Swords is at an impasse here and has to put her sword down, put their sword down, and look at this from a mature perspective and a longevity perspective. And some tough choices have to be made, and sometimes those tough choices are depriving ourselves of what we are desiring at the moment for a future that makes more sense, truly, for us knowing truly what we want for our future, as opposed to our now. It's like a real digging deep into self and really being mature about like making the mature decision. You know, when people become parents, they also want, not even when they become parents, actually, let me not say that. When people grow up, when they're maybe no longer living in their parents' house, or they go off to school and now they're alone in the world, not alone, but alone, and they're responsible for themselves. You have to make like wiser decisions. You have to make adult decisions. You have to make grown choices. You're free. No one's holding you back. No one's asking you to report to them. You can drink all night if you want. You can do whatever you want. But let's say you're in college, you have to submit your homework the next day. Like, you have to do the things. No one's going to force you. Professors are not going to force you. They're just going to see like, oh, you didn't do it. There's no immediate consequences up until the end of the semester. You get that grade back and you failed. Or you passed because you made decisions that were the mature decision, and you chose to study more. You chose to actually, balance out your time. And that level of discernment is being asked of you here, where when it comes to your love guidance, it's making like the tough calls, the mature calls, the ones that are for the betterment of your future as opposed to the joys of the now. And those are hard. Like, making those decisions are really difficult. Wow. Yeah, wow, okay. Very interesting. Yeah, the Queen of Swords in reverse clarified by the Queen of Cups in reverse. And the Ace of Cups in reverse, definitely making mature choices that may not make you the happiest in the moment. Like, what, it's almost like really being discerning that what is making, like, questioning what's making you happy. And it reminds me of a quote that Brad Pitt said, which has always been in my head since I heard it. He said it on Charlie Rose, that happiness is overrated. I didn't like it, but it's stuck in my head because it's so provocative. And I've been thinking it over. 3 words: happiness is overrated. Stuck in my head forever. And this is kind of what I'm getting here. But I feel like it's about this sort of, I don't want to insult this situation by calling it instant gratification, because it isn't instant by any means. For some of you, what if this is hitting, this is a situation that's been going on for quite some time. There is no instant about it. But I think the instant about it and the overratedness about it is that it's short term. And the mature decision, the long-term decision, is long-term. Yeah, because it's a long-term decision. And that decision might hurt, just like this bloody sword of justice. It went inside, like deep inside one's being, to really pull out the truth of what you want, the truth of what's been keeping you back from what you want. And it's not this other entity. This other entity is an example of what it is you think, you might be worth, what it is you think you might amount to, what it is you think is the highest you can ever get. I'll pull away from that line of conversation, but yeah, just it's kind of, it's not about the other person, actually. It's not about the specific dynamic that you're going through. It really comes down to being about you and what truth is about you, and recognizing that, and justice is here to indiscriminately pull that out from you, and judgment is here to indiscriminately pull that out from you, for you and from you. And the sun is also here to indiscriminately shed that light on justice and judgment's path, to show you truly, trumpet, to show justice, to show the judgment's trumpet where to blow that horn, where to wake up the parts of you that need to be woken up in this situation, and for justice's sword to swiftly find and identify what needs to be identified with that bloody sword there. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups here, I think I see the Queen of Cups in reverse sometimes as being selfish. In this case, as she's clarifying the Queen of Swords, it really is this thing about this softness, and pleasure that has to be, that is invited to be put to bed over what's, and in order to pave way for what's actually real, in order to like make room for what's actually true when it comes to love, which is this Ace of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I get it. Clarifying the Justice is the Knight of Wands in reverse and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So, okay. Yeah, the Justice and the Sword is not about this love interest of yours. This person in your energy, this person on your mind. It's really not about them. It is in some way. They are inspiration for it. They're the thing that pulled it out of you, or even maybe created it or pulled it out of you for you to see and deal with. It's not about them really. It's about you and identifying what you want and going for that, come hell or high water. And are you willing to make the choice to choose you or to choose a circumstance? Are you going to choose the truth of your heart's true desire or a circumstance? And that's not saying that the circumstance, if it's in the form of a person, cannot conform to your true desire once you choose your true desire. But it is to say that when we choose a circumstance and not our true desire, it's more likely than not that we've chosen something that won't choose us. And we continue to want that. Like when you choose yourself, the world chooses you because you are the world. You know what I mean? And the more you know yourself, the more you see the light of yourself, the more you shine the light of yourself on yourself, and the more you can see the truth of yourself, the more you can step into that truth, and the more attractive you are to the things that are actually for you, because that's just what makes sense in this world. And so the you that could be in this other person that you may have been wanting, let's say for some of you, wanting somebody, whether they've been with you or not been with you, it's a specific person that you know or whatever, not a nameless entity. When you choose yourself and you've shown the light of you on you, and you've heard the call of judgment and you've atoned to that part and said, oh my god, excuse me, that I choose you, and Justice's truth sword cuts the truth out and you really see it for what it is, that this is what I choose, then if that person had a vibration and you did have a connection between the two of you, then as you've chosen you, they've also chosen you. And when they come towards you, they see the light of who you are because you are showing it to them. And they can't help but maybe fall for it. Or a new kind of dynamic develops between the two of you. For others of you, either way, you meet someone new then, and they recognize how you're glowing because the part of you that created them to come to you, the part of you that connects you to, is in them as well. And so therefore they see you how you see you, which is beautifully. So here it's not about being stern or knowing what to say. It's not about being emotionally open or available or whatever necessarily, or indulging. It's about like what's real with this Ace of Cups, like what's really real, what you really, really want. And the only way you can get to know what you really, really want outside of what's going on around you is to like actually know what you really want. you know? So, thanks for watching. Good luck. Keep your light on. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.